Alright, peace everybody. Sweet Science Boxing Academy. We back with another video. Alright, man. So, I was watching this interview with the legendary man himself, Bob Arum, president and CEO of Top Rank Promotions. And he said that Al Haymon knew better than to have made the match between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford because he believed that Al Haymon knew that Errol Spence was no match for Terence Crawford. And the reason why he say that is because y'all know game peep game. I like to say that all the time, along with saying styles make fights. And when you got people like Bob Arum, when you got people like Al Haymon, all these OGs who've been in the game for decades now, promoting some of the best fighters of all time, they understand boxing better than the average person. Although they may not never been in the ring themselves, but they're the promoters. They've been around the game for decades, 40, 50 plus years. They understand they got a good IQ for it. And Bob Arum been saying for years that Terence Crawford will knock out Errol Spence. And he believes that Al Haymon knew the same thing. But, it was a money thing. He had to wait till Terence Crawford make some type of deals with PBC for him to have some type of affiliation with him, so Al Hammond can get some of that money too. Because when Terence Crawford was on the other side of the street, as they like to say, there's nothing in it for Al Hammond, so he really didn't care. But since Terence Crawford made a deal with Al Hammond and was able to make that fight happen, Hammond got a piece of that pie. It's no different with Canelo Alvarez signing $100 million fight deal with Al Haymon. Al Haymon looking at Canelo and Crawford like right now they're the best of the best who's active in the game, just like Mayweather when he was active. So I need them on my team. So if y'all know Heyman's strategy, he's always been the person who's looking for the best, and he has patience. That's one thing I like about Al Haymon. He will buy his time until the time is right, and he will slowly pull you to his way. I notice all these fighters who've been with Top Rank or Golden Boy or the Zone, all of them are slowly making their way down that PBC highway because Al Hammond is giving these guys some great deals. And soon, all the top fighters in the game right now will be signed with a PBC banner. And Errol Spence, sadly, was just a casualty because now that Terence Crawford had dealing with Al Haymon on a high level, he can always do it again. And because of these potential fantasy fights that may possibly can happen with Gervonta Tank Davis moving up to 147 fighting Terence Crawford, or even Terence Crawford moving up to 160 or 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez, Haymon is looking at Crawford like, I need him. Now, this is not to say that Al Haymon don't look at Errol Spence like he's not a good fighter, because I think he believes that Errol Spence is a good fighter as well. I just believe that he know that Errol Spence is not the best fighter, especially with going up against a guy like Terence Crawford. Al Haymon was an advisor to Floyd Mayweather, so he know all about talent and skills. And when you look at the two, talent-wise, skill-wise, Terence Crawford is leagues above Errol Spence. And Al Haymon knew that. So Al Hammond had to wait for him to get on his side. And Bob Arum knew that as well. That's why he told Errol Spence to his face years ago when Terence Crawford and Spence met up at the backstages of a fight. He told him that the best thing you ever did was not fight Terence Crawford. Because he knew. Earl didn't know at the time, but Bob knew. And Al knew too. That's why Al never wanted Terence to fight Earl at those particular times. Because he knew that Terence possibly was going to beat him. So he let Earl collect all the belts on his side. And then they both meet up on the end. And Al also got Jamel Charlo at 154. So he can always use Terence to move up there to fight him for undisputed title at that weight class as well. And like I said, Terence is flirting with the idea of going up to 160, 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez, who is now signed with PBC. So I was no dummy. He see that all these potential fights are major, major money, can possibly even break Floyd Mayweather's records. It's just unfortunate that Earl was the lamb to the slaughter. But if y'all don't know, boxing is a dirty game. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Make sure I hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.